Today we will be doing question number 3 of working capital. You are able to see screen
Yes,
on.
so
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Messrs. S Enterprises manufactures and sells household products. So name of the company is Messrs. S Enterprises. The following is the budgeted figures for the year 2017. So they are giving you table which gives you detail about future sales, future cost of raw materials, labor and overheads, and future estimated profit. Sales is 9,42,480, and this amount is for the entire year. Figures are for the year 2017. Raw material for the entire year is 3,77,040 rupees. Labor 1,85,160. Overheads 1,38,000. Total cost is 7,200,000, which leaves profit of 2,42,280. So one thing is very clear, that this entire information is for 1 year. Additional information: raw material are carried in stock on an average for 2 months. So additional information starts with information about raw material, and they say that raw material stock will be for 2 months. Process period is half month. This process period information is given for WIP, work in progress, and that information says that WIP is for half month. Finished goods are carried in stock on an average for 1 month. So third important information about stock of finished goods, and that they are saying that requirement will be for 1 month. Normal credit period allowed to the customers is 3 months. So credit period is 3 months, which is information to be used for calculating estimation of debtors. So debtors are getting 3 months credit. Suppliers of raw materials allowed 2 months credit. Now this information is for calculating creditors. So creditors are getting 2 months credit, and we will be calculating based on this information. Time lag in payment of labor and overheads is 1 month. So outstanding labor and outstanding overheads to be calculated by assuming that 1 month is a time lag. Cash in hand is estimated rupees 20,000. So in this question, cash in hand is given directly as an amount rupees 20,000. So while writing current assets, we will write cash in hand 20,000. You are required to prepare working capital by taking into consideration 10% contingencies. What they want to say is that you prepare statement of working capital, and that is estimation statement which shows estimation of future working capital requirement, where you need to add 10% of the working capital towards contingencies and come out with the final figure of requirement of working capital. Now this question is not giving any quantity anywhere, meaning we have to solve this question with amounts and quantity is not given. That is the only difference between question number 2 and question number 3. Now, table gives you information for 1 year, 12 months, whereas additional information, all the informations are about month. So, what we will do is sales, raw material, labor, overhead, all this information we have to convert it to 1 month by dividing by 12 months. So my sales will be 9,42,480 for 1 year. But if I divide it by 12 months, then whatever amount comes, that amount is my on an average monthly sales. Same way for raw material, I will divide 3,77,040 with 12, labor 1,85,160 divided by 12, overheads 1,38,000 divided by 12. And when we are calculating finished goods, at that time total cost of 7,200,000 we will divide by 12. Up to this, everyone is following this question? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt? Any question? No.
No, sir.
So, Messrs. S Enterprises, we will be preparing statement showing estimation of working capital. And we will start with current assets. Everyone by this time is clear that working capital means current assets minus current liabilities. What is the meaning of working capital? Yes? How you calculate working capital?
Current asset minus current liability.
Current assets minus current liability.
Perfect. So first we will be calculating current assets in this question. So which are the current assets according to you in this question? The first current assets we will be calculating is stock of raw material. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So stock of raw material. Now very simple. Entire year stock is 3,77,040. So what I will do is I will write calculation in my bracket 3,77,040 divided by 12 into 2 months, because raw materials are carried in stock on an average for 2 months. So please calculate this 3,77,040 divided by 12, because that will give for 1 month. Yes? Into
62,840.
840.
perfect 62,840. So this is what you need to know, that how to calculate based on additional information. So my raw material stock is calculated. Same way, next stock will be WIP. Everyone, entire class knows that after raw material, we need to calculate stock of work in progress. When we want to calculate work in progress, all the three costs, all the three expenses we need to calculate. Now, first thing is WIP is for how much, what period? WIP in this question is for what period?
Half month.
Half month. So we will give title work in progress, and then first calculation will be raw materials. So raw material, I will be calculating 3,77,040 divided by 12 into half month. So into 0.5. How much?
15,710.
15,710 is the amount of material which is required for work in progress. Perfect. Next is labor. And here you must remember that whatever calculation of labor we are doing, we will be multiplying that with 50% because this is work in progress. And in work in progress, you are assuming that half of the production process is over and half is remaining. So let's do calculation for labor. 1,85,160 divided by 12 because you are first calculating for 1 month into zero point 0.5 because it is for half month, and whatever is the amount you will be multiplying with 50% or half of that, and that amount comes to how much?
3,857.
0.50, right? So 3,857.5. Clear?
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
is getting the same answer? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's do it for overheads. WIP stock, which is consisting of all the three costs. Raw material, we have taken it 100% because raw material will be consumed totally. But labor, we have to multiply with 50% to the entire calculation. And same way for overheads. So let's do calculation 1,38,000 divided by 12 multiply by 0.5, and whatever is the answer, once again we have to multiply by 0.5, half, 50%. So how much is the answer?
2,875.
Yes, 2,875. So total of all the three amounts which you have calculated, take it in outer column, and that is your estimation of WIP requirement in this case. So calculation of WIP. Next is finished goods are carried in stock on an average for 1 month. So let's calculate stock of finished goods. Very easy. But the first thing you all have to tell me that what amount you will consider for calculating stock of finished goods. Which amount? Yes. कौन सी अमाउंट हम लेंगे डिवाइड बाय 12 किसको करेंगे कौन सी अमाउंट को
7,200,000.
वेरी गुड परफेक्ट 7,200,000 divided by 12 multiplied by 1. So this amount is how much? 58,350. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So finished goods is easy, but you must know that for calculating finished goods, you need to take total cost into consideration. Okay? So 58,350.
सर वॉइस बहुत ब्रेक हो रही है.
Okay. Now, raw material stock we have calculated. WIP stock we have already calculated. Finished goods stock is also calculated. Now in this question, they are saying that normal credit period allowed to the customer is 3 months. So it's a time to calculate debtors. How much debtors, how much money will be blocked in debtors, because on an average credit period is 3 months. So for calculating debtors, you have to consider sales figure. You have sold goods to your customers and they will be paying you in 3 months time. So how much is your sales in this question?
9,42,480.
2,418.
Perfect. So calculation is 9,42,480 on your calculator divided by 12. Divided by 12 and multiply by
3 months.
3.
3 months.
Multiply by 3 months. So amount which is coming is
2,36,370.
235,620. 2,35,620. So debtors also you got a figure. Now in current assets, one more item you have to add is cash in hand, which is given to you directly. Cash in hand is given to you directly, 20,000. Yes, so we will write straight away cash in hand 20,000. So 5 current assets: stock of raw material, stock of WIP, stock of finished goods, debtors, and cash in hand we have calculated, and the total of all those amounts is mute your video, please. Mute your please mute your audio. नाजिया कौन है? Yes.
भाविका म्यूट करो.
Yeah. Okay. So five assets, and total of that is total current assets. Now we will be calculating in part 2 current liabilities. यहाँ तक समझ में आया सब लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So current liabilities. Tell me which are the current liabilities in this question. First current liability is creditors.
Creditors.
Okay, and for that information given in this question is supplier of raw materials allowed 2 months credit. The raw material total annual consumption is 3,77,040 rupees. So what we will do is 3,77,040 rupees, which is a total annual consumption, divided by 12 to arrive at monthly consumption 31,420, and your suppliers are giving credit limit of 2 months, so multiply by 2. How much is the amount you are getting on your calculator? Yes?
62,840.
62,840.
Perfect. 62,840 is a amount of creditors which you will be writing as my first current liability. Next one. Time lag in payment of labor and overheads are 1 month. So both the items, laborer also wait for 1 month, overheads also wait for 1 month. That's what is your assumption. So you calculate time lag, and under that outstanding labor. Let's calculate outstanding labor. Very simple. How much is a labor given in question?
1,85,160.
1,85,160 divided by 12 and multiply by 1. So amount is
15,430.
very good. Perfect. 15,430. Same way for overheads. Calculate for overheads. 1,38,000 divided by 12 multiply by 1. So
11,500.
11,500. Both the amounts, time lag of labor and overhead, written in inner column, you will be taking it in an outer column. So creditors as well as time lag, which is outstanding labor and outstanding overheads, gives you total current liabilities. You have already calculated current assets. Now you have calculated current liabilities. Current assets amount minus current liability amount will give you working capital. Once you arrive at working capital, in this question, you will be adding 10%. For what? 10% you will be adding for what?
Contingency liability.
Contingencies.
Contingencies, which is given very clearly that management want you to keep margin of 10%, keep additional 10% of your working capital for any future uncertain event that may happen. So it's good that there is no shortage of working capital in Messrs S Enterprises. So you being an accountant of Messrs S Enterprises, you are calculating estimated working capital requirement, and you will show this calculation to your director, to your manager, and based on that, company will be taking a decision that for this level of activities where we are estimating that sales is will be 9,42,480 in the year 2017, where we are budgeting this cost and sales and estimating profit which is given in table. To do this level of work in your company, how much working capital will be required, that calculation you are doing as accountant of this company, and based on that, management will be making provision, management will be doing the arrangement of that much working capital so that business runs smoothly. So you followed this question number 3.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to answer. Wait. Let's go through answer based on the discussion what we have done. You are able to see screen? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So statement showing estimation of working capital. That's what the title of your answer. The first calculation is current assets. Second calculation is current liabilities. So let's do first calculation of 5 types of current assets in this question. Current assets and 3 stocks. First stock is raw materials. And now you know that how to calculate raw material. 3,77,040 divided by 12 months. First is divide by 12 months, which we discussed. Every of the amount will be divided by 12 months to arrive at 1 month amount. And then they are saying that stock to be kept for 2 months. So multiply by 2 months. So amount you are getting is 62,840, which you have written in outer column. Then second is WIP. What is the full form of WIP?
Work in
progress.
Work in progress. And there are 3 sub calculations: raw material, labor, and overheads. So raw material we will be calculating 3,77,040 divided by 12 into half month, because working capital, WIP is for half month. And here entire raw material will go into production process. So 15,710. Then labor is 1,85,160 divided by 12 multiplied by half. That much everyone is following. But the most important part is multiply the entire calculation by 50%, because this is work in progress. In case of work in progress, now entire class is clear that labor and overheads needs to be multiplied by 50%. We need to take half amount of labor and overhead in WIP. So calculation is 3,857.5. Overheads 1,38,000 divided by 12 into half month, and entire calculation is to be multiplied by 50% because this is WIP, where assumption is half goods are manufactured and remaining half will be manufactured in future. So at present, valuation or requirement of fund is half for labor and half for overhead. So that calculation is 2,875. Total of entire WIP is 22,442.50. Followed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is finished goods. Here, the figure which you are taking is a total cost figure because we are calculating finished goods where all material, all labor, all overheads are included in that finished goods. So 7,200,000 divided by 12 into 1, which gives you 58,350. So this is what finished goods stock amount you have to write in estimated working capital requirement. Then debtors, simple again, 9,42,480, which is a total amount of sales, divided by 12 months to arrive at 1 month, and additional information says that customers are getting 3 months credit, so multiply by 3. This calculation gives you amount of 2,35,620, which is your debtors amount. And cash in hand in this question is given to you directly. Yes,
Yes, sir.
20,000. So total of current assets 3,99,252.50 paisa. After calculation of current asset, part 2 of calculation, which is on your screen now, is current liabilities. So give proper heading current liabilities. You know that there are two current liabilities. One is creditors and second is outstanding expenses. So let's calculate creditors. Creditors to be calculated based on the raw material because suppliers of raw material are giving you 2 months credit. So I am doing calculation 3,77,040 divided by 12 into 2. Everyone is following this calculation? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so amount which you are arriving at is 62,840 for creditors. Second calculation is what they are, calling in working capital is time lag. So time lag in payment of labor and overheads. Outstanding labor to be calculated as 1,85,160, which is annual amount, divided by 12 to arrive at 1 month. And again, this requirement is only for the 1 month. So 15,430 is outstanding labor. Outstanding overheads, simple, 1,38,000 divided by 12 months into 1 month, 11,500. Total of time lag is 26,930. So simple addition of creditors and time lag amount gives you total current liabilities of 89,770. So this is your second calculation. Already you have calculated current assets. Now you have current liabilities. So working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. So on your calculator, when you are doing this calculation, the amount which is coming is 3,09,482.50 paisa. and this is what your calculation about working capital. Yes, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, question says that to this requirement, you add 10% more as a provision, as a reserve. So 10% contingencies you need to add. So do that calculation, 3,09,482.50 paisa into 10%, which gives you amount of 30,948.25 paisa. So total of both this amount gives you estimated working capital requirement 3,40,430.75 paisa. Yes, followed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if any student is doing this calculation by ignoring paisa and arriving at an answer of 3,40,431 or 3,40,430, then also that calculation is perfectly all right. You can ignore paisa and you can do rounding off also. And if your answer is 340,430 or 344.31 or like this 344.30.75, everything is proper. This is a future estimation of working capital, and we have solved question number 3 of working capital.